I lost the farmer's dairy key. What a game-changing song. Your third, fourth, and fifth graders will love playing it. You can play it for 4 minutes. You can play it for 15 minutes. Even if you get kids to be the ones to yell out, "Switch!" Did you check out the video showing you how to play the game? It's a lot of fun. And you can use it to teach rhythm and melody. Today, we're gonna start with rhythm. Let me get set up at the board and we'll get going. I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. Let's start by figuring out where the first word is. I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. Do let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Would you clap it with me? I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. Do let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Where is the first word? Is it here or is it here? If we put I on the first T, it would be I lost the farmer's dairy key. And I seem to remember it being I lost the farmer's dairy key. So it's not on the first T, it's on the second T, like this. I lost the farmer's, would you clap that with me? I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. Do let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Would you conduct it with me like this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this song is probably not in 4 meter. Officially, it's probably in 2 meter because it's a singing game, but it's so easy to write the bar lines in 4 meter to show what we're about to show with an anacrusis is that we want to do it in 4 meter. Down, in, out, up. I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. Do let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Let's figure out where to draw the bar lines. And then we say to the kids, do you start at the beginning or do you start at the end? And from the beginning of doing bar lines back in 1st grade with 2 meter, we always start at the end, and it's because of today. So I start at the end. A double bar line means the end. How many beats until we draw the next bar line? Well, if we're in 4 meter, we draw 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we draw it at the beginning? Nope, we draw it at the end of the line before it so that the music doesn't fall out. Is the music going to fall out? Of course not. But that's one of the things that I say so that kids remember that they need to draw it at the end and not put it over here. I just say so that the music doesn't fall out. It's just a memory device. Keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. I wonder what we need to do about this beat. So first of all, if we're in 4 meter, I'm gonna go ahead and do 4, 4, because we're in 4 meter. If this is on the second T, that means we don't have any of this, and I'm gonna put this flag going to the right, because the winds of music always blow to the right. That's another thing I just made up, the winds of music. It's just a way to remind kids that flags always are on the right-hand side of the stem, the winds of music. I lost the farmer's dairy key. Isn't this it's part of this phrase? So that means these are not connected either. And they're both flags. This flag goes to the right. This flag goes to the right. Let's keep going. It's in some lady's garden. Do let me out. I'm in some lady's garden. Isn't I'm part of this phrase? So I'm gonna split this up too. This is a T on this side, and this is a T on this side. Let's go back to this one. We always use songs that start on beat 1, but this is not on beat 1, this is before. We call that a pickup or an anacrusis. Do you use the word anacrusis? I only use it once or twice when I'm teaching about pickup notes. Anacrusis. That's the technical term for a pickup. There's a pickup T, a pickup TT, a pickup ta. There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, that's a pickup ta. And that's the first pickup or anacrusis that I use to teach pickup. Anacrusis. There was a farmer had a dog. No, that's not the song. There was a farmer had a dog. It's a super clear ta pickup. So we'll call this an anacrusis for just a moment. This is a T pickup or an anacrusis. Would you say that? Anacrusis. I would even write it down, of course. Anacrusis. And this is a pickup T, a pickup T. T, 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 ta, 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 T, 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 ta, ta. You ready for a term I never actually use? This is an internal anacrusis. I never use that term, internal anacrusis. It's not necessary for the kids to know that deep term in 5th grade. But this is a really great way for a music teacher to know that sometimes you can't use certain phrases because it has an internal anacrusis at the end. I wouldn't be able to teach this as just, I lost the farmer's dairy key, and leave it at that. Oh, here's a T anacrusis or a T pickup. But you need to know that it's not really, because this is not the entire phrase. So I did the entire song, so at least you can show more flags. It gives you 5 opportunities to show a T flag, and it also allows you the opportunity to teach a T pickup. And this is how you conduct it. 1, 2, go. I lost the farmer's dairy key. I like to stand up as a conductor. It just gives a little bit of extra energy. 1, 2, 3. I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. And I'd actually have them stand up and conduct that way and say, 1, 2, 3. I lost the farmer's dairy key. 1, 2, 3. I lost the farmer's dairy key. Do you teach kids how to conduct? You really should. It's a great way of having them physicalize. Is that a word? I don't know. Physicalize their movements in music and where the heavy beats are. If you do it a lot, they get good at it, or at least they get better and better at it. But you can't just do it once. It's not a conducting unit. It's a skill that you have kids do from 1st grade all the way up to 5th grade. Not all the time, but whenever it's necessary or useful, you conduct something. And then you can add all these different elements of kids being able to show things in conducting. And now, melody. I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. I just showed you a great way to use this song for 5th graders if you're teaching anacrusis or pickup. I've taught pickup in 4th grade before, but right now I teach it in 5th grade. I'd like them to know more of the scale and more rhythms so that there's a greater understanding that they have of the structure of music. But I can also use this song for melody in 2nd grade when I am preparing Do. I teach Do in 2nd grade. In fact, as I'm filming this, we have not yet taught Do. I'm still in the preparation of Do. And this is a great way to prepare Do, is you set up the tone set on an instrument. I'm going to remove the D because we're going to be in the key of C, and there's no Re that they know yet. If they're learning Do, they have not yet learned Re. I lost the farmer's dairy key. It's in some lady's garden. I did it with 2 mallets, but I would suggest that almost any melodic work you do, you only give them 1 mallet so that they can use their strong hand and they're able to work in a tone set. And they would just listen to the tone set. You wouldn't tell them necessarily what the notes are, what the pitches are, but you would say, would you figure out the melody of, I lost the farmer's dairy key, it's in some lady's garden. You could even play it for them. It doesn't necessarily help them know how to play it themselves. You could have one instrument set up with two spots so that two players can work together, and one person is playing this one, and the other person is playing this, and they're working together as a team. That's a great way to have them work on this melody. And you just want them to play around with the tone set. I lost the farmer's dairy key, it's in some lady's garden. During preparation of dough, it's great to have them hear and to work with the tone set, even if they don't know all of the pitches. They know so, la, so, and mi really well. Later on, you'll be able to show them that this is so, la, so, mi, do, which is a skip below mi. And then on the xylophone, it's super easy to show a skip because there's no bar there. And you have them struggle with it for a while. You may even then say, where does it start? It starts on the letter C. I lost the farmer's dairy key, it's in some lady's garden. You don't want them to continue past the second motive. Do let me out, I'm in some lady's garden. Because you need a re, and they don't know re yet, and you don't want to put the re on there because you just want it clean and simple. Only the tone set that they need to learn, which is mi, so, la, so, mi. They already know those. And do is our new pitch. This is a great song for them to work with the tone set that has a new pitch, do, which is a skip below mi, and that is a great way to use dairy key as your teaching melody. I think I've talked about it before, but I started music teaching life as an ORF teacher. I had no idea what to teach, and there was a wonderful ORF teacher in my district, and I learned a lot about ORF, took my levels, a lot of work in ORF Schulwerk. I taught ORF exclusively for about 9 years, and it didn't quite create the musicians that I felt I should be able to create. At least for me, it didn't. And so I moved into the Kodály method. The Kodály method is a great way of using folk music and singing games to teach music literacy. But because the ORF instruments are awesome, I still use them all the time. Not only in bourdoons, broken bourdoons, crossover bourdoons, as I'm playing any sort of folk music, I still do that a lot. But now I've added people playing in tone sets, kids playing in particular tone sets on an instrument, or playing an ostinato for a song that we're learning for some sort of melodic or rhythmic element. ORF instruments are so versatile, and I hope that you have a set of your own. If not, it's great to get at least a set of 8 xylophones. You can get 16 kids on them, and I know most of my classes are about 32 kids. You could get more if you have more kids, but at least half of your class need a xylophone in your classroom to really use them effectively. Just having 2 or 4 isn't quite as good, although you can use them sometimes during games. It has been great working with you again this week for Dairy Key. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I lost the farmer's dairy key, it's in some lady's garden. Do let me out, I'm in some lady's garden.